How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast. It's the host, Caleb Thompson, and today we got a good one for you. Now, this one is a real good one. Today, we're going to be talking about getting comfortable being uncomfortable, and this is a vital business asset to have. So, getting comfortable being uncomfortable in business, and this is a vital business asset to have. So I'm going to give you, I think, around 4 points. This is going to be part one. We're still going to have part two, let's say Saturday at 6 o'clock. But just going to give you these four for the moment. So number one is embracing discomfort as growth. So first off, let me introduce myself properly. This is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. It's your host, Caleb Thompson. We want you guys to go and check out Thompson Tech Electronics Company, and that's www.thompsontechelec.co.bigcartel.com. We have some amazing products on there, especially for entrepreneurs, for you guys to check out. If you guys go just check those things out. We also expanded another subsidiary of ours, which is Puppy Trails Dog Walk, and we expanded that to Mount Vernon and also Yonkers as well. So if you guys, it's cold out here in New York. If you guys are in the New York City area, around the Bronx, let's say Yonkers, Mount Vernon, White Plains, around that area, and you guys don't want to walk your dog, we have a team and a group, have GPS trackers. We also have a promo where we will give you guys a free doggy clothing. If you guys should go with us, you can reach out to us at Puppy Trails Dog Walk at proton.me. That's our email address. You can just leave your email, your name, your number. We will contact you. We also have a number that I don't have the information for that number right now at the current moment. But let's just continue with this. So once again, this is getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, a vital business asset. Number one is embracing discomfort as growth. So I want you to know that true growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I never met anyone that got stronger lifting some weights. They might got a little bit more toned, but lifting weights that were not considered resistance, like resistance caliber of weight. That's what makes you stronger. So growth is found outside of your comfort zone. You cannot grow if you are not challenged. It's just say I would never learn how to ride a bike if I never got on the bike and tried to ride it, even with it having training wheels and then those things getting taken off. I'm just using this as an analogy, but you have to get uncomfortable. Man, another thing for uncomfortability, for challenges, is just basically saying taking risk, stepping into the unknown and embracing it. Quit trying to stay comfortable, man. You're going to stay in the same spot for the rest of your life if you just always want to be comfortable. Now some people, comfortability is just another word for mediocrity. If you want to be mediocre, I know a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Now, I grew up on let's say welfare. My mom had 14 kids. 7 boys, 7 girls. We grew up on welfare to a certain degree. So let's say, yeah, that's a lot of children. But some people are just comfortable, just going to work, coming home, living on welfare, and they're comfortable, man. I've been around a lot of people that's really mediocre, and if they see you trying to do something or trying to pursue something of value, they will attack that. I don't care if they use witchcraft to attack it, or they intentionally get in the way of trying to gang other people up against you. But I've been in those situations where people will literally, if you try to administer hope into a situation that is hopeless, the spirit within that person, or just the setting, that atmosphere of hopelessness, will try to push you out of that atmosphere, which does let you know that a lot of these situations, even dealing with business, dealing with your personal life, a lot of things are deeply spiritually connected, which we're not going to get in that. That's not why we're here. But I want you to know that when you're uncomfortable, embracing discomfort as growth. Embrace discomfort as growth. And also, true growth happens outside of your comfort zone. And I want you to know something else. Okay, now, discomfort is an indicator that you are pushing boundaries and enduring. When everything is going, a lot of people say, man, when everything is going good and smooth, you arrived. That's not necessarily true. Now things go good and smooth for a time being. That lets you know that you have made it to a certain level, but that doesn't mean that it's going to always be like that. Now that it's time to move to the next level, so things will start to get rocky all over again, just to try to test you, see if you're going to move forward from that point to the next. So it's not going to stay the same. That's one thing you have to understand. It's just not going to stay the same. You have to embrace that. Embrace understanding that discomfort is an indicator that you're pushing boundaries and enduring. Now, and if this helps in any bit whatsoever, if this helps, I don't care if just a little bit. If this helps, I want you to understand that every entrepreneur, every CEO, every C-suite executive, every college student that graduated from medical school or from any other subject, discomfort is a part of everyone's success story, and it's a part of everyone's journey. I've never met one person that was successful, even with, just say, they talked about Trump, said, yeah, his dad gave him a small loan of $1 million and he became a businessman. That doesn't mean anything. You can be a trust fund, baby, and you will still experience discomfort when trying to chase your dreams, trying to improve, trying to invest, trying to move forward in life. You will face discomfort. I do not care if you're a trust fund baby or if you got it out the mud. You are going to face discomfort, no matter what you do, especially in business. Number 2 is adaptability in a rapidly changing market. You have to be adaptable because the market is always changing. The seasons are changing, the trends are changing, the economy is changing. Man, it could just be one law that goes into play, or one bill that's written. It could just, man, the government, the Senate, man, anything can happen that can just change the economy within a split second, within a couple yeses, or just because a couple votes, man, can completely change or tip the scales economically. It could just basically, you could have something going on. I don't even care if it's business, the tax code on business. Anything can happen if someone gets enough votes to tip the scales in their favor, and I always heard this: one man's trash is another man's treasure. That lets you know when something works on your behalf to help you to advance, it's hurting someone else. When you start to evolve and move into a business sector and start to rule and reign in that business sector, just know you're doing good, but you're somebody else's problem. You know what I mean? You may look at it like, man, I'm just doing my thing, but you are silently someone else's competition, whether you know it or not, or unknowingly someone's competition. But you have to be adaptable because the market is always changing. The economy is always changing. In business, we're talking about getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. Business, your business and your mindset at times must be able to pivot and adjust to the economic shifts, the technology advancements, and the consumer demands, which we just went over. So that the economy changes, technology changes. There was a lot of things that I didn't go to school for. I'm going to tell you something. Now, this is about technology as well. Because of the advancement of technology, and by the grace of God, don't get me wrong, but because of the advancement of technology, there are a lot of things that I did not go to school for. But see, when you go to school, you will waste a lot of money on student loans, and it's a lot of knowledge that you don't even have to apply towards where you're going. Now, if you're trying to be a doctor, of course, you're going to need to know, the body's anatomy. You're going to need to know all the muscles, all the bones, and things of that sort. But there are a lot of people going to school for certain things that they do not need. I've let me put it like this. I've read a book before. This is back, back when I was with this particular person. They used to say, why are you, taking the time to read these books? And I had to explain to them. I said, the reason why I'm doing this is that it will take me 8 hours to read this book, but I can explain it to you in 10 minutes. I can explain this book in its entirety to you in 10 minutes. So I was trying to explain to them that the time that I'm taking to read this entire book to get the information that matters and that I can apply. When I give it to you, it doesn't take that long for me to explain it. I can read a whole book and tell you what I said. All they didn't even need to write an entire book. They just need to get straight to the point. And that's the entire book is about this little small subject that they could have explained in one chapter. So back to what I'm saying. With technology, it helped me. You're and like we're talking about business, you have to be able to be adaptable. You have to be able to shift and be able to pivot at any given moment. So with business, because of the technology, the technology advancements that's been made in the world, there was information that I needed specifically. I didn't want to continue to read lots of books and waste my time. I wanted specific knowledge on a specific subject in a specific area so that I can accomplish a specific mission or a specific goal or complete a specific task at that moment. I didn't need to go and go back into learning marketing from the beginning all the way to the end like I've done before. I didn't need to take a financial literacy class all the way from the beginning when it tells you about finances and tells you about the economy, tells you about capitalism. I didn't need to do all that. I just need a small statement that will help me to accomplish this task. I need to get right to the point. So with technology advancements, it helped me to bypass, it helped me more with time management, and it helped me not to waste so much time reading and researching with these technology advancements and with these AI modules, and there's a lot of good ones out there, a lot of ones that's up and coming besides OpenAI that's making some remarkable advancements that are good for investments as well. The stocks are doing great, but you just have to adjust. You have to use everything that's available to you for your own good. And we're still on number 2, adaptability and being adaptable in a rapidly changing market. Learning to navigate discomfort prepares you to make quick and strategic decisions. So learning to navigate discomfort, that means that, when something happens to you, you take a hit, you're not stuck. You're not stuck being down. You're not stuck talking about this problem for 2 weeks. You're not stuck in confusion. You're not stuck that you've been crossed by an old business partner. You're not stuck. It's easy for you not to get into a place of stagnation when you can embrace discomfort. And what do I mean by that? When you can embrace discomfort, you don't have to worry about being stuck or stagnant in the same place, not able to make decisions just because you're uncomfortable. You have to embrace uncomfortability, discomfort. You have to embrace that. And the quicker that you learn to do that, the quicker that you can make decisions, strategic decisions while under pressure that can still help you, your team, and your company to advance and to move forward. So you need to embrace that. So don't wait. Those who resist change falls behind, while those who embrace discomfort, they advance. I know some people. I know some people because I've been around a lot of different cultures, traditions around the world, and around certain areas that has a lot of mixed traditions and mixed races and ethnicities. But there are people, you're going to have to fight for something living in this world. There are a lot of people that will fight to stay in the same place. They do not want you to push them to move to another level. They will fight you to stay comfortable, to stay mediocre. They will almost take the time to strategically put together a plan to fight you so that you will not help them to see their full potential. There are people like that. So those who do not embrace discomfort, what they'll do is they will stay stuck and they will stay stagnant. But those who are willing to be uncomfortable and learn how to be get comfortable being uncomfortable, these are the ones that make advancements. These are the ones that move to the next level. They don't stay stuck and stagnant. When something happens at home, it's like they don't take that to work and they don't just soak in that all day. They say, okay, this happened, what needs to happen next? They are able to make strategic decisions, and decisions that not only will change their life and help their life, but the life of their team and their company as well. They do not bring everyone down because they have already learned how to embrace discomfort. Okay, number 3 is take calculated risks, which we just talked about. Risk taking is essential for innovation and scaling a business. If you're not willing to... Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
I just walk by a cat. I love animals. I love cats as well. Risk taking, it's all risky. Was it Jim Rohn? Man, he had a motivational speech that said it's all risky. It's risky. It's all risky. You wake up in the morning, there's a risk. You know what I mean? That man, there's a risk you may not wake up tomorrow. Life is risky. When you leave out the house, there's a risk that you might not come back. If you stay in bed all day, there's a risk you may miss something. It's all risky, but you have to learn how to take calculated risks. You do not let life decide on how your life is going to go. You have to get involved. If you do not get involved with how your life is turning out, if you do not make decisions for your life, believe me, life itself will take over your life and move in the direction that it wants to move in, and it will happen rather quickly. And once it gets its teeth in you, it would be hard to let go of those reins and those chains that try to suffocate you. That's what life will do. So risk taking is essential for innovation and scaling a business, man. So, man, just go out there and take some risks, man. Learn from them. Some things go bad. Some things go bad, man. That's the experience that you've gained. Just don't take that same avenue, or use that, or revise and modify your strategy. Modify and revise your strategy before you launch again. The fear of failure. Another point is the fear of failure. Holds people back, but failure itself is a stepping stone. That's exactly what we just talked about. That is exactly what we just talked about when you're taking these risks. And just say you take a loss. Do not be scared, because that's a stepping stone. Now I know. Now I need to retract. I need to either rebuild. I need to re-strategize, and I need to relaunch my idea, or I need to relaunch, my attack. You know what I mean? But it's a stepping stone. Becoming comfortable with risk allows for bolder, more confident decision making. When you become comfortable with taking risks, it makes it easier for you to just make decisions, man. Just to keep moving forward. Okay, hey, I gotta win here. I got a loss here. I gotta win here. I got a loss here. I gotta win. I gotta win. I gotta win. I got a loss. I gotta win. I gotta win. But you're continually moving forward. You're not staying stuck on putting all your eggs in one basket, taking a big loss, and now you're out of there. You know what I'm saying? You're taking calculated risks and say, okay, I got a loss here, I got a loss. Okay, let's continue to move forward. Let's continue to strategize. Let's continue to see what we need to do. I gotta win. Okay, we took a loss, we took a win, and that is what business is all about. Being comfortable, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. It's very vital to business because of what we're talking about. So you know what I mean. But when you're comfortable with risk, man, it allows you to make bolder, more confident decisions. Number 4, this is our final one. It's facing rejection head on. Sorry, man, I'm just tongue tied out here, man. It's a little bit of breezy, but facing rejection head on. Now, business involves hearing no frequently at that from investors, customers, and even potential partners. Embrace rejection, man. And this is not rejection. It's not personal. It's redirection towards better. A lot of times, man, people think that, man, I wish I would have got that contract. I wish I would have got that investment. I've run into multiple investments, 2.5 million at 2.5 million for 5 years at I think 2.3 or 2.5% annual. Man, that would have cleared me out, man. Everything that I made for those years, plus more, even the profit, I wasn't going to see anything from it just by trying to pay that loan back within the first 5 years. Now, if that loan was extended for, let's say, at 1.5% annual for, let's say, 15 years, maybe I could have paid that loan off then. But you have to be careful, because rejection is really redirection. A lot of times, I say God, because I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I wouldn't say Christian. I would say just a believer, because anyone can call themselves a Christian. But I'm a believer. But what I'm saying is this. This is basically what I'm saying. A lot of times, when things do not work out, it is by the grace of God that God is not allowing these things to work out, for the simple fact that He is saving you from unseen dangers and foreseen dangers that He's already seen by going ahead of you and making sure that your path is straight, making sure that you're safe, because He loves you. So a lot of times, do not take rejection as, man, I wish this would have happened. I wish that would have happened. Why didn't this happen for me like that? You have to understand that God is saving you from a mistake. And a lot of times, man, we can all say this. A lot of times when you say, you force something and you force it and the door opens and you go through that door, a lot of times it's like the worst decision you ever made. Man, some of my worst decisions, some of the worst experiences that I've encountered is from forcing things to happen when I have already seen the red flags, when I have already seen the no's or the don't do this, and I force it anyways. Man, so you know what I mean? So just know that rejection is redirection, and then just face rejection head on, man. Like we said, hearing no frequently, especially from investors, customers, and even potential partners, you're going to hear that. So do not get discouraged. Okay, so this is part 1. I will give you the last 4 to 6 points tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I'm going to make it 10 points, but we might make it 8 points, but I gave you the first 4. Number 1 is embracing discomfort as growth. Number 2 is adaptability. Is being adaptable in a rapidly changing market. Number 3 is taking calculated risks. And number 4 is facing rejection head on. And this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0, where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. I hope you guys learned something from this. Share this with your friends, your family, your co-workers, and small business owners, up-and-coming entrepreneurs. Hopefully, this will help you guys in some type of way. And thank you guys for listening. And we will have part 2 Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe before then, but that's what we're shooting for. Have a good one. Peace.